Howdy y'all, Goose here, and today is October 17th. I'm recording this a little earlier than usual because I went ahead and hit my daily loss for the day. I was a little aggressive and succumbed a bit to some emotions, just refusing to take the loss as early as I should have. So I'm just going to kind of discuss that, go over the total damage to the account, which now we're back a little bit in the drawdown again, so nothing too crazy, but a little disappointed in myself for not just taking the loss and moving on. So what I ended up seeing here on the 5-minute for ES, to give some context, we had this break above trend on the higher time frame on ES, and we came back down. We were looking to retest that trend as well as the psychological 4400 level, both of which, I kind of thought were confluence. Along that 4400 level, I also saw an order block, which is right here. I'm going to actually remove this. So the order block that I saw is this red candle here. We see that it came off of support previously, or rather resistance that is now showing support, and we ended up pushing past it and coming back and retesting, and it was just right around this 4400 area. So I think I had my first entry, I think at the wick of that order block, and then I had a second entry around half. So when that was breaking through, my initial stop was just below the midnight print, that white line right there, and that stop was really great. I mean, I should have just left it there. It was, comfortably big, left it room to breathe. But what I did that kind of threw me off. I ended up closing my trade out before I got stopped out. So I closed it out right around here, right just below, basically on the candle close where we were below half the 50% area on the order block. So that kind of shows that the order block isn't going to hold. And it was a smart decision to just close it on that. It would have, saved me good amount of points here, and I only lost, I think, like $100 total. So it was a small size, only 5 MES. Great place to have done that, but this is where my emotions kind of got the better of me. I saw price start to rebound a little bit on the green candle, and just didn't want to accept that this might run without me. That's probably my biggest Achilles heel in trading right now, is getting stopped out and having the move I expected to happen without me. So ended up getting back in, I think somewhere in this 5-minute candle, there was like wicks being formed, and I just thought, you know what, let me get back in and risk off my original position. Ended up moving that stop down below this swing low. Again, this is where I'm just sort of trading emotionally here, and I actually added 10 total MES, thinking, okay, if we come back up to this 400 level to retest again, I'll just get out. And these are not really things I'm proud of. I'm just mentioning in it for total transparency. We are all human, and we make these mistakes. That was just my desperation to try and make up for, I think, my mistake of getting back into the trade one, moving the stops down. I just thought, okay, let me add some size and undo it. So now you can see we are finally having a bit of a turnaround, but I'm just going to walk away for the rest of the day. No room to even take another trade, and that's on me. So hopefully going to be more patient the rest of the week. I think the morning I was just hoping to catch something. Like, I wanted my OTE strategy. I wanted to have a retest and to get filled right down in here. This is a 1-minute fair value gap, but we never ended up coming back. Price ran without me. So I think a little bit of that played into breaking rules and just wanting to grab a winning trade, like really bad, more than normal. There was some resistance here that we saw turn into support on a retest. So, we pushed through, and on the formation of this breaker, basically showing that there was support there. That's potentially a decent entry. I mean, you could have been playing the liquidity at the highs of yesterday, which would have been like somewhere up here, not too far from where the actual high ended up being, and you could have risked underneath the swing low. I thought about it, but I don't know. It didn't seem like enough for me. I think because we were still below, basically right at this 4400 level, I was a little bit unsure if it was going to conquer that or not, but it did end up kind of running all the way. So that's really the only other trade I saw, but I didn't take. Anyways, see y'all tomorrow, and as always, trade long, trade strong.